Bayo ventures deeper in the spirit. He discovers that the night bird's sorrow is tied to a powerful, vengeful spirit guarding a secret that could change his village forever. With each step, Bayo faces haunting visions and impossible choices, testing his courage and resolve. The tension builds as he must confront the spirit in a heart-stopping encounter where one wrong move could trap him in the spirit world for eternity. The story's emotional climax hinges on whether Bayo can uncover the truth and free the night bird before it's too late. The village of Kura was a peaceful place, surrounded by thick forest and gentle hills. The people of Kura were farmers and hunters, living simple lives in harmony with nature. But one day, something strange began to happen. Every night, when the moon was high in the sky, a mysterious bird will sing a haunting melody. The song was beautiful but also sad, and it made the villagers uneasy. The bird's song seemed to come from deep within the forest, where the trees were tall and dark, and where no one dared to go. Bayo was a young boy who lived in Kura. He loved music more than anything in the world. He could make a tune of anything: sticks, stones, and even leaves. But when he heard the bird's song, he felt something he had never felt before. The melody was so beautiful that it made his heart ache, but it also made him feel lonely and afraid. Bayo's grandmother, Mami Esi, was the oldest person in the village. She had seen many things in her long life and knew all the old stories. One night, when the bird's song was especially sad, Bayo went to Mama Esi to ask her about it. "Mama, do you hear that?" Bayo asked as he sat beside her. "The bird's song, it's too sad. Why does it sing like that?" Mama Esi looked at Bayo with her wise, old eyes. "The bird is not ordinary, Bayo," she said softly. "It is the night bird. Long ago, it lived in our village, but something terrible happened, and now it is trapped in the spirit world." Bayo's eyes widened. "The spirit world? But why does it sing to us?" Mama Esi sighed. "The night bird is crying for help. It is lost and cannot find its way back to our world. But be careful, Bayo. The spirit world is dangerous, and not everyone who goes there comes back." Bayo felt a chill run down his spine. He didn't want to be afraid, but the idea of the night bird being lost and alone made him sad. He decided that he had to do something, even if it was dangerous. That night, Bayo could not sleep. The bird's song was louder than ever and seemed to be calling his name. He knew he had to find the night bird and bring it back to the village. But how? The spirit world was a place only for the bravest or the most foolish dared to enter. Bayo remembered that his father, who was a great hunter, had once told him about a hidden path deep in the forest that led to a sacred place. Maybe that was where the night bird was trapped. Bayo knew it was risky, but he also knew that he couldn't ignore the bird's song any longer. The next morning, Bayo packed a small bag with some food, water, and his favorite flute. He didn't tell anyone where he was going to, not even Mama Esi. He knew she would try to stop him, and he couldn't let that happen. The night bird needed him. Bayo walked to the edge of the village where the forest began. The trees were tall and thick, their branches forming a dark canopy above. As he stepped into the forest, he felt the cold shade and heard the sound of the birds and insects. But the night bird's song was still there, faint but clear, guiding him deeper in the woods. Bayo walked for hours, following the song. The path became narrower, the trees thicker, and soon he found himself in a part of the forest he had never seen before. The air was heavy and the light dimmed as the trees closed in around him. But Bayo didn't stop. He knew he was getting closer. At last, Bayo reached a small clearing. In the center was a large, old tree with twisted roots and branches that seemed to reach out like arms. The night bird's song was coming from the tree, but the bird itself was nowhere to be found. Bayo walked closer, his heart pounding. As he touched the tree's bark, he felt a strange energy, like the trees was alive. Suddenly, the ground beneath him trembled and a crack appeared in the earth. Before Bayo could react, the crack widened and he was pulled into the darkness below. Bayo fell for what seemed like forever, but until he landed softly on the ground. When he opened his eyes, he realized he was no longer in the forest, but was in a strange, misty world where the trees glowed with an eerie light, and the air was filled with the sound of whispers. This was the spirit world. Bayo stood up and looked around. He could still hear the night bird's song, but now it was closer, more desperate. He knew he had to find the bird, but his place was like a maze with paths that twisted and turned in all directions. As Bayo walked through the mist, he began to feel strange. The whispers grew louder, and he felt like something was watching him. Shadows moved in the corners of his vision, but when he turned to look, there was nothing there. The spirit world was playing tricks on his mind. Bayo tried to stay focused on the night bird's song, but the path became more difficult with each step. Strange creatures appeared out of the mist, ghostly animals with glowing eyes, and figures that looked like people who were made by something else. They didn't speak, but Bayo could feel their sadness, their longing for something they had lost. One of the figures approached Bayo, its face hidden in shadow. It reached out a hand, as if asking for help. Bayo felt a deep sympathy of the figure, but he knew he couldn't stop. He had to find the night bird. "I'm sorry," Bayo whispered as he passed by the figure. "I have to find the night bird. I will come back for you, I promise." The figure didn't move, but Bayo could feel its eyes on him as he walked away. The mist grew thicker and the path became harder to see. But Bayo kept going, driven by the bird's song and promise he had made. Finally, Bayo came to a large dark cave. The night bird's song was coming from inside, echoing off the walls. Bayo hesitated for a moment, but he knew he had come too far to turn back now. Taking a deep breath, he stepped into the cave. The cave was cold and damp, with walls that seemed to close in around. Bayo's footsteps echoed as he walked deeper into the darkness. The night bird's song was louder now, filling the cave with its haunting melody. Bayo could feel the bird's pain, its loneliness, and it made his heart ache. At last, Bayo saw a faint light ahead. He hurried towards it, and as he rounded a corner, he saw the night bird. It was perched on a rock, its feathers glowing softly in the dim light. The bird was smaller than Bayo had imagined, but its eyes were bright and full of sadness. The night bird looked at Bayo, and for a moment they simply stared at each other. Then the bird spoke, its voice soft and melodic, like its song. "Who are you, child?" the night bird asked. "Why have you come to this place?" Bayo swallowed, trying to find his voice. "I am Bayo," he said. "I am your son, and I come to help you. You are trapped here, aren't you? In the spirit world." The night bird nodded slowly. "Yes, I am trapped. Long ago, I was cursed by a jealous spirit, and I have been here ever since. My song is a cry for help, but no one has ever come to save me until now." Bayo felt a surge of determination. "I will help you," I said firmly. "I will find a way to break the curse and bring you back to the village." The night bird tilted its head, as if studying Bayo. "You are brave, young Bayo, but the curse is strong, and it will not be easy to break. You will face many dangers, and you must be prepared for what lies ahead." "I am ready," Bayo said, though his voice trembled slightly. "Tell me what I need to do." The night bird spread its wings and flew down to Bayo's shoulder. Its touch was light, like a feather, but Bayo could feel a strange warmth coming from the bird. "There is a spirit who holds the key to my freedom," the night bird said. "But this spirit is angry and vengeful. You must find a way to calm its anger and convince it to release me. Only then will the curse be broken." Bayo nodded. "I will do it. I will find the spirit and make it listen." The night bird smiled, a sad, gentle smile. "Thank you, Bayo. I believe in you, but be careful. The spirit world is full of tricks and traps. Trust your heart and remember that you are not alone." With that, the night bird lifted off Bayo's shoulders and flew deeper into the cave, disappeared into the darkness. Bayo watched it go and turned to take its leave. He knew the hardest part of his journey was just beginning, but he also knew he couldn't turn back. As Bayo stepped out of the cave, the mists of the spirit world closed in around him once more. The whispers were louder now, and the shadows seemed to move closer. But Bayo held onto the night bird's words, trusting his heart and the promise he had made. He would find the spirit no matter what it took.